What is good, people? Welcome back to another tutorial video. Today we're going to be showing you how to completely flush your coolant system. The reason why I'm changing mine is because it's quite an old car and the expansion tank is really dirty, so sometimes it's quite hard to see the level. Mine hasn't been changed in probably years, and the coolant tends to lose its effectiveness and it's gone all a bit rusty. So what I'm going to do is drain the whole system out and put a new expansion tank in. It's very easy to do, and yeah, going to get straight into it. Every car construction is different, but the whole idea still applies. There'll be a lowest point of the cooling system, which is usually a bottom radiator. You just pop off that hose, drain all your coolant out, and you start from there. So we're going to show you. So the lowest point on this car is this bottom hose here. So you just want to get something to catch the coolant with. Like that. Usually using a set of pliers, which I have in here somewhere. Just pop that clip off and then pull the hose out. When you've got this clamp off, pull the hose off. I've had to jack mine up because the clamp underneath, where is it? Where's it gone? There was facing downwards, so I needed to jack it up from the front mount. That colour coolant should be that colour. So if you've got hose pipe, if you've got a kettle, just blast water through the whole system, and that way it clears out all the crap, and then you just want to keep on running it through until the water's quite clear. Once you've done that and you're happy, take off this thing here, undo these clips, do this sensor, take off this top hose and the bottom one there, and this whole thing will lift out and you can put in your new one. If you want to flush the radiator, pop off one of the top hoses and just run some water through the top. Once you're happy all the hoses, all the coolant is nice clear colour, you can go ahead and start building it all back up together. Put in your new expansion tank. Right, once you've built everything up, all the clamps are on. This one, that one. You've got your coolant. When you're adding your coolant, make sure it's either concentrated or pre-mixed. This one is a pre-mixed one, so I don't need to add water. But if you have got a concentrated one, you need to work out the capacity of your coolant system and then put half the amount of coolant in, half the amount of water in. Every car's got different types of coolant, so I won't know exactly which one is for your car, but they're all different. You can get them in red, blue, green, yellow, purple. So just have a check online which coolant's designed for your car and just start filling it up. Quite normal it'll overfill at the start, and that's just because the thermostat's not open yet. So once you're happy everything's on, or your coolant's topped up, leave the cap off, leave your car running with the heaters on for a while. The car will get hot enough and the thermostat will open up. All this coolant should then flush around the whole car, and then you just keep on topping up as you go. As soon as the car started up, you could see the coolant dropped, so just keep topping it up as you go. While the car is still cold, just go around and squeeze all the coolant pipes just to stop any air leaks. Once you've done that, make sure that your heaters are on full blast on the hottest setting. That way, once all the coolant system's bled, you'll know that your heaters are working. If they're still cold, the car still needs flushing a bit longer. Maybe there's an air leak. So just keep it running until the car gets up to temperature. And you want to keep on feeling these hoses very carefully, making sure they are warming up, and that'll show you that the coolant system is flushing around. I've had my car idling for about 10 minutes now, and all the hoses are hot, coolant system's okay, and all the heaters inside are really hot. If your car isn't warming up, you've either got an air leak in the coolant system somewhere, or you might have a potential problem with your thermostat because it's not opening, allowing the coolant to fully flush the system. So just to double check you haven't got any air leaks, because all the pipes are going to be really hot, you need to make sure you're careful. Wrap your hand with a towel or something and just go over, keep squeezing them. You might find if you pop the cap back on and go for a 5-minute drive just down the road, pull up to the side, if it still doesn't blow out hot air on your blowers, then you do potentially have a thermostat issue or something internally, but that will want rectifying. If you've done all the steps and the car is blowing out hot air, happy days. That's the end of the tutorial. For the next couple of weeks or so, just keep a check on the coolant level, because you might find it drop down slightly. Just check once a day, and then after a week or so you should be okay. That's it for today's tutorial. Remember, there are plenty more on my channel, so just have a look on the tutorials playlist. If you did find it useful or entertaining in some way, give it a like, subscribe, and we'll see you next week for another upload. Peace!